junk,
Yeah.
but you're not trash.
Yeah.
Right, that's the only bar I will have in my entire life. No, I'm
This guy's got bars.
No, I don't. What's open it up for me, like where does junk come from? Like that's the most atrocious, like outlandish rapper name. What's your real name?
Ian. Ian is my real name.
I don't know why I find
It's
that
like
funny.
my first album.
Like, you know, now that you say Ian, I'm like, oh, of course.
Yeah.
What's up, Ian?
No, most people, what's up, bro? Junk is, it actually comes, it's a short version of, I used to go by Junkie Juggler. When I was like 13, 14, my homies gave me this name. They're like, I was so into partying and rap and like sports and girls, like everything. They're like, you're like you're a junkie of everything. You're a junkie juggler. You juggle everything you do. You're a fiend at it. So they gave me this crazy like alliterative name, Junkie Juggler. I still love that name, but then when I started to take the music a little bit more seriously, it was like, oh, like, do I want some kid listening? Well, mom or the parents screaming downstairs, what are you listening to? Junkie Juggler, turn that off. That's horrible drug addict music. So my homies just call me Junk for short, like in the rap scene back in Nelson, BC.
Back in Nelson, BC, that's where you're originally from.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's a whole other segue. Anyways, it's a short term from Junkie Juggler, and it's also I've seen a lot of heroin in my life growing up, and a lot of people affected by it. So it affected me. So I took something negative and really turned it into something positive, and it just applied it to myself. And I swore to myself that I would use this darkness and turn it into some more,
That's beautiful, man.
Bright, godly,
esoteric
feeling and output into this world.
I like it. Negative to positive. It's like it's like when you, like, if someone has a tattoo of like a fucking, I don't know, some basic shit, and you're like, oh, why do you have the tattoo? And a lot of people are just like, well, because it's a cool shape. It's the same thing with like names. Like, oh, why do you have the name? Like, I don't know. Like, it just
because I like it, bruh.
Yeah. But it's like, at the same time, it's like there's deeper meaning beyond that, right? Junkie Juggler is fucking cool. Like, you should
right?
Get self-titled album,
bro. You already know.
I don't know.
Maybe I already have one in the works.
Maybe you already do. I don't know.
Maybe. Facts though. That's
no. That's an unreal name. So, give me the background story here a little bit. Like, how did you get here? Like, here specifically in terms of like, you are now touring. You're doing a ton of shit. You've collaborated with some unreal like Sci-Hi. One
of the best.
You're in the studio with Jamie, who's the best engineer maybe in the Pacific Northwest. How did this? What's the story?
That's a loaded question.
That's a super fucking loaded question.
Yo, man.
Let me take a really deep breath and go.
On some Jim Carrey. Well, I've been doing this for a long time, and I'm still not where I want to be. But yeah, I like I said, Nelson, BC. Let's start there. I moved to Canada with my mother. She left my father when I was like 5 or 6 years old, and a friend of hers said, "Come visit." I was living in Berlin at the time, actually, after I left Italy because they broke up when I was like 4. So I'm living in Berlin. My mom meets somebody in Berlin who's a documentarian who does like, documentaries. And she's like, I'm from Canada, and I'm doing a documentary on Berlin, but you should come out to the Kootenays around Nelson, BC and see where I live. Come for a summer. So she's like, fuck it. My mom's young, she was like 23 or something like that. She's mad young. She had me when I was 8. She was 18. Yep. So she comes out to the interior BC, loves it, left me with my grandparents in Germany for a couple months, comes back and was like, yo, we're moving to the woods. I was living in like a city of like 8 million and then we're like, boom, dipped, moved to the country, moved into a shitty little trailer in the middle of nowhere by a lake. I couldn't speak any English. Like, English is my third language.
No, what's your first is German?
German and Italian. Those are my mother languages. Yeesh. And I still speak them fluently. But, so anyways, of culture shock from city to like, like literally cougars and like wolves outside and bears. I don't know what was going on, bro. Yeah. And I couldn't speak any English. So when I moved here, all I did was listen to rap. Was the thing here that all kids were listening to. So I just started listening to Wu-Tang and NWA and like being infatuated by that.
Hell yeah.
Early 90s rap. And yeah, fast forward some years, I basically learned the English language by learning, like, you know, rap music, lyrics.
Learning
basically.
how to rap.
Yeah, man.
So you
like,
learned how to rap before you learned how to speak English.
yeah,
basically.
I learned songs before, you know, I was listening to Ice-T, Body Count, you know, Fuck the Police, all this shit was Cop Killer.
Oh my god.
Yeah, those were like, and
Right
those were like
into
my
it.
mom's records. I was listening to like my
So
mom
your
was
mom
listening to.
really in that shit.
My mom was super into she was into a lot of Agnostic Front, NoFX, Rob Zombie, NWA, like, yeah. It was
You got
dope.
an education early.
Yeah. Plus my dad's a musician too, so that really helped. Like all I was around music my whole life, basically. He was a drummer. He's a very successful musician in Italy still to this day.
Wow. Very cool. So when did you start taking this whole hip hop rap thing seriously? When did you really become an artist?
Become an artist, I think probably when I was like 14 years old, living in just outside of Nelson, BC. I would hitchhike every Thursday. I have to catch a ferry. Okay, this is just like, literally I lived in the middle of the woods, bro. Like the woods, right? And I was like, man, I gotta rap. Where can I go rap? So I would hitchhike every Thursday. I tell my school, look, I'm not coming in Friday. I'm hitchhiking to Nelson, catching a ferry to go there. I'm partying all night. I'm hosting an open mic night with these two other like 25-year-old dudes. And I was like a 14-year-old kid. I'd hitchhike every Thursday, go run hip hop night in Nelson every Thursday, freestyle, do my shit, you know, perform for a few years and just really kind of, you know, got comfortable on stage and just practicing my songs. And then, hitting house parties regularly. But my teachers were cool. They're like, okay, we'll give you all the work for Friday. Just turn it in on Monday.
Wow, they let you do that.
Yeah, they were just like, I'm not coming in.
You were straight with them? You're like, I'm gonna go do this?
Yeah, I'm like, and they were like supportive. They're like, yo, go do your rap shit. It was cool. So
Damn.
I just started doing that. And then the next step was like, I need to go somewhere bigger. You know, I was like, Nelson, beautiful place, but you can't really excel beyond a certain
How many
point.
people live in Nelson?
It's like 12,000, 15,000 people, you know, and, you know,
Yeah.
300 people listen to rap. So
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I need to get out of here. Like, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
So then I moved to Vancouver. I was like 17 on my own. And yeah, I entered in the rent money freestyle battles that Emotions was throwing at the time. Shout out to Emotions. Yeah, and then I just started entering battles, and I was kind of shy. Actually, my homie signed me up, and I didn't want to go. It was on some 8 Mile shit. Like, actually, I know I'm white. I even got bleached hair now. It's crazy.
Oh, my
whatever.
God.
But
That's hilarious.
I know. So he signed me up, and I went and won my first battle ever, and then I just started winning all the time, and just started getting into the like rap battle scene here in Vancouver, and started making a name for myself, winning
Crazy.
often. So.
King of the Dot?
King of the Dot came after. These were all freestyle battles. I just
Okay.
went a lot of like, you know, rhyming on beats,
Yeah.
off the head,
no written,
nothing written, just all improv. And then King of the Dot came around, and that's actually when I met Hungry, who's part of my Northwest Division crew. Shout out to him. I never met him before that, and it was the first battle ever in King of the Dot in Vancouver. It was the first
wow.
Vancouver King of the Dot battle, and we met kind of through that. And we attacked each other. You know, this is like you have a month of preparation, and then to write some crazy, you know, man poems they call it, against one another, just tearing each other down, whatever, in the park, in behind the Anza Club there on 8th and Ontario. And so we did that, and then I went to Toronto, battled a couple times, battled here a few more times in King of the Dot, and then me and Hungry actually became homies, and we formed Northwest Division. Wow. So we actually met in a battle, all angry, negative energy, and then like a year or two after that, we actually came full circle, started a group called Northwest Division, and we're still riding together. We just finished a tour back east together. So yeah.
Damn. Okay, great. So you really came up in the battle culture and
Battle
moved
culture heavy.
that way.
Yeah, freestyles and battling, house parties, freestyles, battling. That's really
How'd you link up with Jamie?
Jamie Hughes.
Yeah.
Hungry's homie Terrell Safety. Shout out
Yeah.
to him. He's also my homie. But I was introduced to Jamie through Terrell was recording with him already, like 2010, 2011. And then Hungry and I, we wanted to work on our first Northwest Division project. So we went and checked it out. Yo, let's give it a whirl. And we went to the studio, and I literally have not left that studio since then, and it's 2019 now. So I've been rocking
Crazy.
with Jamie for 8 years
For
since
a
then. I've done
minute.
everything with Jamie. So
Yeah, and he's worked with everyone in the Northwest.
yeah,
I mean, crazy.
no, he's as much as, if you like my music and you think it's great because of me, great. But I attribute I'd even say 50% of all my music and the way it sounds to him. Such a huge part of what I do. That's why I don't want to go anywhere else. Like I don't make music unless Jamie's involved. Like,
yeah, fair enough. It takes a team, right? For sure. It's
100%.
funny. Battle rappers, like,
they make trash music for 95% of the time.
they make. I'm glad you said it.
I said 95%. There's some dope battle rappers that make really dope music too.
There is, but there's a ton of battle rappers that like really never grasp sonically what their sound is and whatnot. But like if you look at a track of yours like Soft Serve,
Word,
where you're like that, like you really are flexing like your muscle a little bit there, but sonically it's a dope song. Like,
I love
musically.
Thank you for saying that.
Musically,
man.
it's there,
Appreciate
right?
that, bro.
But a lot of the time, those two things do not line up, right?
I don't even consider myself a battle rapper though, so I don't want to knock.
Oh, but you
like,
have that.
I came up in that, but like I've really just it's all about the music for me. Yeah, like everyone grows different ways, but I find it very hard. Like when I was focused primarily on battle rapping, my music wasn't as good. Also, people evolve, so you're gonna get better in time. But
obviously,
it's because I was just like, I'm gonna thinking all month about.
Yeah.
Is this guy's mother dying? Because I need to know because I want to incorporate. It's like, it's just too negative for me. Like, I don't get it. I'd rather make something positive that has the replay value, some timeless music that you can listen to whenever. You know what I mean? A battle, for me, I watch it once or twice if it's like the greatest, and that's it.
And that's it. It's done. And it's cool. It's entertainment value or whatever.
Oh, I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love watching battles. I love the culture. I love what they do. The bars are crazy, and I get inspired by it, but...
It's different.
I've just grown a little bit differently for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. So like, how do you feel? So when I was like 2010 through, I don't know, there was a time when freestyling was like actually freestyling. Remember that time? It was not 2010. It was way before that.
You know what? I do remember it because I do it
today
constantly.
So some people still do, but most people just have something recycled or have something memorized off the top to go.
The thing is, originally freestyling is a New York term. Like I've really done some research on this, and like I've listened to LL Cool J and KRS-One and like the greats and pioneers of New York rap, where it came from anyways, say that in New York, when you said kick a freestyle, that is a verse that you have written down and memorized, but that you've never done publicly somewhere, you know what I mean? Or you've never recorded. So it's a freestyle. When you hear a beat that you've never rapped this verse to, that's a freestyle. Yo, freestyle something. So it's actually technically okay to say it's a freestyle. But the only thing is, it's misconstrued because nowadays, everyone, you and I included, think that when you say freestyle, it should come from the head. Yeah. And now people are being crucified for saying this is a freestyle when even though it was premeditated and written. Yeah. That's why, and LL Cool J says a real like off the head freestyle, it's called off the head. When you're going off the head, it's coming out of your brain, off the top, off the head. Yeah. That is what we consider a freestyle now. It's very strange, man, but it's actually okay to say, like, I'm okay with people saying that was a freestyle because I know that it's like a freestyle just means something premeditated over a beat that you may have never rapped that verse to or something, or that is not out and published. That's, to me, the meaning. And, like, I've really listened to a lot of, like I said, LLs and
you've gone through the lineage.
Yeah, I just wanted to really do some research on it because I've been asked that a lot by a lot of different people. So.
No, 100%. I totally get it. So even in that, like, there's who got was it The Game? I don't know. Someone kept like recycling the same freestyle constantly, and then it was fine for a while, and then all of a sudden you started getting clowned on.
I don't know, but dudes do that though. Like, yeah,
I don't know. So what about like the 5 Fingers of Death and things of that nature?
Love it.
All premeditated?
It depends. I can tell right away if you're free, like if you're actually going off the head, or if it's most of the dudes. I'd say 90% of the dudes that go on Sway to do that, it's all premeditated. Right. With a little line. The guys that are good can do 5-6 verses. They got 50 verses memorized, and then they throw in a little kick 2 ball. They do their verse, then they throw what up, Josh, or what up, boom, and then it sounds like it's all like fluid and whatnot. But those are Black Thought did it. Black Thought like on
crazy
Black Thought
Funk Flex
on Funk Flex, like that was a freestyle. But those were, if you go back, all those verses are on his EP that he dropped like 4 months after that. But I mean, he's not saying that was off the head, but that was a freestyle. 1 beat, 10 minutes. He did like 7-8 verses, right?
Whatever,
which was the craziest studio rap performance.
Broke
like,
the internet.
Maybe ever. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It was insane. So,
Yeah, that was crazy.
but he's not claiming that he's going off the head, right?
Yeah,
So,
I got you. Just so,
but the Fingers of Death, like I see a lot of people on that, and it's great. I love they're killing it. But
savage. Absolutely savage.
you know, like Token and whatnot, like that wasn't off the head. That was insane verses, but they were scripted. And then he goes in there and he can also go off the head, so he throws in little bits and pieces in between, and it's which is super dope. And I'm not hating it all.
No, it becomes beautiful. I mean, like,
But if I went and I'm going, I will be going. Mark my words. I'm going all off the head, and I'm gonna ask for like 20 fingers. That's why I've been doing that by myself with like Flip Out and Able.
I know, I've been seeing
Give me
it,
the
man.
20 fingers, 30 fingers. I
on the
don't care.
45s, bro.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Jesus,
It's fun.
crazy. So bring me into the mind. That's one of the questions I had. Bring me into the mind, like when you're with Flip Out, and what was the little series you guys did?
45s and rhymes.
45s.
That
and
was the first episode. We're gonna do more.
That's
We're
dope.
gonna do
That's
more.
who was that Flip Out's name? Your name? That's
I came up with the name.
That's an iconic name.
I came up with the name.
That's
45s
dope.
and rhymes, and like I want to do one not only with Flip Out. So I'm gonna do one with Able. I think the next one's gonna be with Able, and he's gonna do it's all gonna be like soca dance hall 45s. So it's always gonna be with vinyl, you know, and then I just go, so it's gonna have a different flavor.
Dance hall.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with different vibes on like all of them, and then you know I did the Motown kind of thing and old school like Woo samples with Flip Out, which is like that's his bread and butter.
That's his
so I
shit.
want to go with every DJ's favorite
Yeah.
kind of thing, and then just use that and then rock over
And
that.
go from there or
Yeah.
whatever. Okay, so bring me into the mind of that. So Flip Out throws a 45 on, all of a sudden the beat starts playing. How do you go? Where do you start? What's the origin?
We kicked it for 10 minutes. He's like, "Do you want me to show you all the beats?" I was like, "No."
No.
I just turned once the camera's on, then we're doing it. You know, one take, one stop. No, we were just chilling. He was showing me his record collection. He's got like
Crates on crates
my
on
God,
crates
it's
on
not even
crates.
crates, bro. He's got like cabinets, custom made cabinets that fit his 7-inch vinyls, like his little 45.
Of course he does.
Pulls them out, and he's got one rack. There's like 80 James Brown singles in there. I'm like, holy shit, bro! Like, just insane. It was so. I just got immersed into like the brain of Flip Out. It was kind of chaotic, but it's his
He knows where everything's at.
organized confusion, you know. And so
That's
I was
it.
just vibing off all the old records and how much work and time and effort he spent into collecting this shit. And I was like,
Unreal.
bro, let's go, you know? And
Dude.
then we did it, and that was it. And Abel was there too,
Yeah.
drinking beers in the background and smoking blunts. So it was fun, man. I don't know. That was like one of the most iconic things for me to do, because Flip Out is a legend
Out.
to me.
Yeah.
You know, not just to me. He DJ'd my wedding too.
No.
Yeah, we've been like just connecting, and we don't really do it for people. We just do it for like him and I. We did it for us. You know, I was like,
'Cause you
yeah,
fuck
let's
with
do it
each
because
other.
it's fun, man.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you know, so and to be honest, I wanted to give back to. There's not too many MCs that are like giving back and showing like that the DJ is very important to them. Like that's why I work with Abel. I work with D-Rec. I'm working with Flip Out. I wanna show love and.
Yep.
I want to put the MCing and the DJing back together,
together.
really, because that's what it's all about, man.
No, and that's
Like,
what it
you know what I
started
mean?
as. That's
You,
what it
you can't
started
stop
as.
a DJ and an MC, really. You know what I mean? Everything is like, I even do shows where the beats are playing, and that's fine, you know. But
You know who fucking loves that? Flip Out. Because he loves.
that's why we did it, man.
Yeah,
I
like-
called him. I was like, bro, I had an idea, and he was like, when?
Yeah,
Where? And he's like,
anytime.
my house. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. So,
I love it.
Yeah.
So he throws that 45 on.
Dude,
how do you start? I don't get it. How do you
don't-
like? I never understand.
I don't know. I hear a beat and something just go. I don't know. Yeah. I hear he was playing some crazy Turkish, Iranian samples from like 1961 or something. I was like, okay. I just start going, man, right away. Boom. Anything that comes out of my head, then you start making it rhyme. To be honest, I can't explain the process. It's just like a thing that.
What the fuck?
It's just like reading. You don't think about that. You know how to read. Like the words, just everything comes in front of my. It's just there. It's just comes out of my brain. I don't know, man. It's crazy. I've been doing it forever. I've definitely freestyled off the head freestyling for over 10,000 hours. RZA says, you know, you're a master once you do something for 10,000 hours.
hours,
I have more than 10,000 hours, guaranteed. I do it every day. So it's like, and to me, it's just fun. It's not like
it's not a chore.
No.
Like,
it's not a chore at all. Like, while I do chores, I go off the head. You know what I mean? That's like entertainment for myself. And I just I loved it. MC Juice, Idea is my favorite freestyler of all time. MC Juice as well, Supernatural. I grew up in that era of those dudes just going crazy off the head and being the illest, like, period, you know? So those were my role models, and I've always looked up to them, and in a kind of way I emulate them to this day, and just try to carry that craft of going off the head, which is mad dying these days. So but that's why I'm okay to like hold the torch. You know, I'm not saying I'm the only one, but I want to carry this forward and inspire other people by doing it, because it's fun and it really tests your MC skills.
It's the purest form.
It's the ultimate, and it's even more pure than recording music, because it's literally whatever you're creating in the moment. You know what I mean? It's that whatever you said is what you said. You know, it's really the purest from the soul, from the brain.
Yeah, it's creativity at its finest.
It really is.
And you can't fake the funk, right?
No, you can't.
You cannot fake the funk, and if you try, you get exposed so quickly, and it's so easy to see.
Facts.
Right? What are some of the tells when you're watching someone and you're like, oh no, they just switched. Now it's written. How do you know? How do you tell? Like,
the perfect flows and perfect syllable matches repeatedly. You know.
Okay. Like intersyllabic,
Interpolysyllabic rhyme scheme matchups. If we want to get technical about
that's what I was gonna say.
These goddamn polysyllabic freaks. No, you can just tell. You can just tell, because the worst is when they'll do a verse and then they want to go a little longer, or the person that's telling them to go off the head or freestyle is like, keep going. And then, then their bars get shit. And then it's yo, in the place to be, 1, 2, 3, anybody fucking with me, which is cool, do that. But like, you just spit like 24 really dope bars that were perfectly timed, perfectly, you knew exactly where to breathe. You even have like little hand gestures, like you've done this verse before, you know where, you know what I mean? It's like, come on, dude. For a guy that goes off the head, like, it's very easy for me to tell.
But for the average consumer, do you think it's easy to see?
No, I don't think so. No, I think a lot of people get fooled, because I've had people be like, this guy freestyles way better than you know what I mean? Where it's like, but I'm going off the head, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
I just made this up.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, and I was like, hey, but like, I go off the head better than you write, bro. You know what I mean? It's like, it may not be metrically perfect as the other guy, but that's the whole point.
You went live on IG on Instagram, like in the kitchen or something, just like playing beats or some shit, and you just went for like 20 minutes or something like that.
I freestyled the entire Metro Boomin album, because he dropped
That's what it was.
Because he dropped the instrumentals.
Yeah.
On the same album, he has like 18 instrumentals or whatever of every song.
Yeah. He has like a B-side, and it's all the instrumentals.
Yeah, and I smoked some herb that night, and I just like said, fuck it, let's. I just wanted to do a bit, and then my wife was filming me, and she's like, yo, you just rap for 45 minutes straight on Instagram. And that was it. So yeah, I
was like watching that, and I was like trying to pick it apart. I'm like, oh no, it's written. No, it's not.
People do that to me all the time.
No, it's not. And then I'm like,
do that to me all the time. That was written. It's like,
I'm like,
I take that as a compliment.
I'm like, what? Of course it is.
Take it as a compliment.
Of course it is. When it's truly a freestyle and it seems like a written, that is the highest compliment, right? But it's like, I'm like looking at it, I'm like, oh no, okay, like that was improv. Oh, but that was that free? And like, I can't figure it out, right? It's so tough. And for 45 minutes, do you not get like creatively exhausted? Like, shit, where am I going now? To be honest,
bro, the best freestyles of mine, like off the head shit, comes like 4 hours after I go in. Like, if you talk to my wife, because she's always she's like my number one supporter, helps me with everything. So she's always like, when I go to these little radio shows and I go for 20 minutes, they're like, fuck, you should let him warm up for 3 hours, then film him, because that's when he has the illest shit ever. Like, then I really get warm, you know? Like, Harden, if you practice for 3 hours shooting, then you go play a game, then you're shooting the lights out.
That's a good analogy. So, do you not feel the pressure, though? Like, when you go out there, so you went, where'd you go? Rum and Coke, right? Rum and Coke? Radio?
Rum and Coke. Yeah, I've done a few things.
Whatever. That's the last one I saw you on.
Yeah, Rum and Coke, yeah.
You go there, do you not feel the pressure at all? Like, all right, Junk, like spit something off the top.
No, that's the only thing I look forward to do. It's like, oh, come on.
Really?
Yeah, that's my thing.
Because there's so many artists.
But you know what? It's sometimes the only thing I wish, it doesn't even matter, because I wish I had a little more warm-up time. Because it's like, we're just talking. Then it's like, hey, here's your beat, freestyle. That's your only 4 minutes that you get. Okay, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, if I went for 20 minutes longer, I could give you like the doper elements of it. But
Yeah, next radio show that Ask Junk to pull up, you're gonna show up 2 hours early in the alley freestyling.
Yeah.
Just
I mean,
trying to get
it's
warm.
all good. To be honest, that kind of tests me too. Like, oh, whatever I say. So it's all good.
Damn, have you ever hurt some feelings freestyling? Like, you ever been like,
dude, yeah, for sure. Definitely offended a lot of people with what I say.
That's all right.
And my own.
And your own, yeah, no doubt. So, like, what's dropping next? Where are you on next? You're on tour right now. What's going on? Like,
Just got back.
What's your life about?
Touring, recording, music, content, music videos, like just, doing my rap shit, doing what I got to do to stay relevant. And, but yeah, I just got off tour and I've got a few more shows coming up to finish out this little portion of this tour. And then,
Canada only?
Yeah, Canada. I'm looking to go to Europe in the fall, winter. Mm-hmm. But I'm about to release another EP like next month. This is the first time I've ever said anything, so who cares?
Okay.
I'm just saying it.
All right.
I did Together in Pieces.
Yeah.
It was all produced by Imperative. Shout out to him. Mm-hmm. I'm about to drop Together in Pieces Part 2, all produced by Starcore.
Oh.
Bangers on deck.
Okay.
So really
all
crazy
right.
bangers on
All
deck.
right.
That's the next thing that I'm doing. I just finished both of these tours, and now I'm going to put out this Together in Pieces Part 2.
All right, you heard it here first. So how many tracks you got on that one?
7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
7 crazy bangers. Really a good, it's a lot different than part 1. It's a lot more energetic and a lot more hype because that one I wanted to slow it down and just focus on the bars and just strip it all down and be very minimalist. Like I wrote that shit in 18 hours. I wrote 5 songs, went and recorded it with Jamie the next day in one day, one take, every verse, and that's not to me be like, look what I can do. It's more like I wanted to just prove to myself, let's make something in 24 hours. Let's just, whatever take I do right now, we're keeping it.
Damn.
And I just wanted to create something raw, like almost freestyle an EP. You know what I mean? I wrote it, but whatever I did was what we kept. Like,
just
literally.
creative energy. It was cool.
And I even have Jamie Q's on the EP saying that, man, this guy's bad for business. Like I sampled him being like, motherfucker comes in the studio, does everything in one take. Wow, it's done. But there's like very minimal background vocals, nothing. It's a stripped down version compared to the Audio Heroin album, which was like pretty
well produced.
Yeah, I mean, it's also well produced, but a lot of layers and a lot of crazy shit.
A lot of sounds going on, a lot of different dynamics and whatnot, just more simplified.
But Together in Pieces 2 is like
completely different.
Craziness, lyrics on lyrics and layers on layers and insane beats and instrumentation and like pitching down shit is, you're going to like it.
It's next level.
I want to keep it moving. I want something different every project, you know what I mean? For myself, not to keep it boring. So.
No, I like it a lot for sure. So when you go on these things, like when I look at Together in Pieces, like that's It hits home, like in a way where, you're speaking politically.
Are you speaking of the song Together in Pieces?
No,
or the whole
just
project?
in general.
Okay.
And actually, the song.
Yeah, that song's crazy.
Like, so if you threw that together, recorded it in a span of
18 hours. I wrote that in my studio office in my apartment.
So that seems extremely premeditated and extremely well thought out. How did you put that together? And we'll link to it or some shit like that. But like Together in Pieces is like this abstract vocal fucking. I don't even know what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, I'm gonna write an EP this weekend.
Hey babe, I'm staying home.
No,
I'm writing.
for real. Oh, are you hungry?
Yeah.
Just open the door like a prisoner, or like a dog. Here's your meal. Cool, thanks. Boom. Let me just focus, and it was done.
Damn.
Friday, I spent like 18 hours, no stop, no sleep, wrote it all. I picked the beats. I was like, yo, Nate, let's work on a project together. Let's bang one out. I want to come out 2019 assaulting people. First week of 2019, I want to put out an
project.
EP.
Yeah.
So he's like, yo, give me some beats. He sent me a folder. I picked a bunch. I already put them in order. This sounds like the first. This sounds like the second. I figured out the order. I picked them. Then I just sat there and literally wrote the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, done. So it was like
disgusting.
Yeah, and it was cool to just get into that zone.
That's fucking gross. Yeah. Who else does that?
Fucking gross.
Who else does that?
I like you, man. I like this.
That's
stuff.
fucking disgusting. Why would you?
There's, you know what? People that superstars do this shit. There's Migos do like. These guys go in there. Yo, Gucci Mane does like 12 songs every day. Facts, though.
okay, but it's way different.
It's different, but still,
thing.
go in the studio. But the thing is, like, you know, if I was hella rich, millions of dollars, I would be in the studio 20 hours a day making fucking 10 songs a day too, you know? Like, I don't have that joy yet working on.
Right. Okay, I got you for sure. But like, why? Like, where'd you get the work ethic? How does this, like, how? People don't do this. It's not something people do.
Nah, people work hard, bro. I'm not the only
one.
I mean, I appreciate the blessings. But I really love, more than anything. That's why I don't like, I'm not a gimmick rapper. I just truly love.
You're very you.
I love the art form of MCing and just hip hop culture. And like, my music has a message in it too, you know? It's like, I've been saying lately, I spread love aggressively. I do though. Like, it's about love and, you know, what I've been through in life and using those experiences to spread positivity.
I like it. That's the one-liner for this fucking YouTube clip we'll put out for this. Spreading love aggressively with junk.
Spreading love aggressively, or positivity is the answer, negativity is the cancer.
Oh, nice little bar right there. I like it. So when you're gearing up to do these runs, if you're putting these projects out so quickly, like it's 2019, music moves quicker than ever. It gets consumed at a disgusting fucking rate.
That's the only word for it. It's disgusting.
It's.
That's exactly why I needed it. Yo, I'm making an EP this weekend. Why? Because my Audio Heroin album's already dying. You know what I mean? More buzz. That's why I'm dropping part 2 now. Move. This one I didn't do in a weekend. Like, I took a little more time here, but.
So, what does a promo run look like for you? So 2 questions here. What does a promo run look like for you personally? Like, for instance, for this next Together in Pieces, and then what is typical of a promo run for these projects in 2019?
Touring.
Yeah.
So video, you know, you do the EP, you drop a couple singles, and then you drop a video with one of the hotter singles. I mean, to be honest, I did 10 music videos in 2018. Damn. That was more videos than I had in my whole life in 1 year. I just went crazy, you know? So more content, more videos. But yeah, a press run like for this, I'm going to drop probably 2 couple singles, do 2-3 videos for it, hit the road.
Yeah.
Just like I did with this last one. Like, I did leg 1, and then I did leg 2. I did like Western Canada, leg 1, leg 2, Eastern Canada. And then, you know, filtered in with other singles in between too, just to keep the buzz alive.
So
like, I dropped singles with other
content.
Artists that I have not. They're not going on album. They're not no EP.
Yeah.
But that brings the attention back. Oh, check also my latest full length project out or whatever. So like,
right, I got you. But what's it like being in Vancouver doing a promo run? Like, what is there out here?
This right here, shit like this, bro. I watch, you know, Rum and Coke. I watch this, bro. I work with. I'm good with everyone. I'm Switzerland in this bitch. I'm neutral, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're a good person and we can mutually respect each other, I'm about it. You know what I mean?
Game. It's all good.
I'm about it.
What is
all these little
run?
Interviews, like radio podcasts, radios, I do all that shit as much as I can. I do a couple local shows. I have a listening party. Like, I had a listening party at the park where I rented speakers, brought everyone out. We listened to it.
Hell yeah. Dope. So what else? Like, so
and I do it all by myself. Like, I have no help. You know what I mean? I finance everything.
Manager, nothing like that?
I got a manager now.
Okay, all right.
I got a manager, agent.
Okay.
And I work with True Rhythm. But yeah, and I just started a little Household is like my crew, that's my collective. But like, yeah, I mean, I was working with Stealth Bomb and Snack the Ripper. He signed me to his label in 2016. This is like,
and you toured with him.
Yeah, I toured. Yo, man, he really built a bigger platform for me to
that's
be
how
able
I heard.
to do
That's
this.
how I heard about you.
Respect to Snack. No, for sure. Fuck.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be, able to do at the speed that I'm doing the things without him. He was a huge helping hand, and he still is. So it's like that's anything he needs, I got him. Too.
Put a little rocket fuel in you. Yeah, no, for sure. And Snack is crazy. I realized I didn't know Snack at all until we had him on this podcast.
Yeah, I saw that one. That was dope.
Thank you. And you know what, man? Like, I had no idea.
Guy's a fucking legend, bro.
The guy is actually a legend.
Oh, for sure.
And we'll.
I still look up See, he does everything by himself. You know what I mean? Everything.
His
he
merch,
handles his
his
finances,
fucking,
everything, bro.
Yeah.
And I don't want to emulate what he does artistically. You know what I mean? Because we're all different people. But the way he goes about his shit, learned mad shit. That was, and I'm still like, yo, this is how to move. Do everything yourself. You know what I mean? And then you don't get, you don't get fucked later. If you're writing everything, if there's any problems, it's your fault. You know what I mean? So it's like, no, and it's a pro and con on that. But like, I like to be in control of my shit, and definitely a good model to, you know, how he toggles through shit. So
absolutely, it's beautiful to watch him how he moves and all that. But I think he really laid the foundation in terms of like, before him, like, yeah, there was Swollen.
Yeah, Swollen, Rascals.
There was Red One, you know, those guys or whatever. But like, when YouTube hit, that was the first impression of
course,
what the Pacific Northwest sounded like.
For sure.
For me, I don't know, personally.
No, 100%.
And I was like, man, this is what this is what the culture. It put an identity to the sound in a way.
100%. Those videos of him and Young Sin in Spain and shit. That's when I started like fucking with them. You know, I was like, okay, they're out here doing shit and touring and just putting out music, videos, and just being out there. And that was the thing. Content is king. Now everyone is, you know, drops 500 videos a year, and it's like, it's not enough for them. It's like, holy shit. Yeah. But that was the model, and they fit in the pocket at that particular time perfectly.
Yeah, it's beautiful. But you know what? At the same time, it's like, we talked about it. Vancouver is not his strongest market.
No.
That doesn't make any sense.
Vancouver's not even my strongest market.
Why?
Because Vancouver's, you know, sometimes I feel like my music's dark, and Vancouver people just have it too good here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why, like, the music from Vancouver is like, to be honest, it's the best I think Vancouver's ever had, and I think time will tell. But like, the best music comes from the fucking most shittiest places. Absolutely. Detroit.
Yeah.
You
Philadelphia,
know, trash
LA,
places,
New
like,
York.
or just like from the gut, like, you know,
Yeah.
and also not because for the art to be made, but to be appreciated too. Like, you're not going to listen to my Together in Pieces hanging out at Wreck Beach, fucking high on mushrooms, enjoying your life when your dad owns a goddamn Rari and he lives up, you know, like, I don't rap for those people. And those people live here, not knocking those people, but.
Right. That's what the market is. So you don't specifically connect with the market, but it's not just that. We've had a ton of like, whether it's managers on or like people in different lanes, like whether it's yourself, Snack, guys from Manila Gray and shit. Here. It's just like, it's a different lane. Like, I think
Vancouver catches on after you hit the wave.
That's what I'm saying.
I think it's just like the Canucks. They're the best fans when they're popping.
Yeah.
But if they're not winning, you can't even give free tickets away. You know what I mean? And that's like such a good personification of Vancouver. It's like, but again, because everyone has it so good here. Yeah. You know, like, people work hard, of course, but it's an expensive city. So to live here, you got to have some kind of form of privilege here too, you know?
It's one of the best places in the world, hands down. You pay for that. Look around.
What are you complaining about? Like, you have it so good that you got mountains, you can ski, you can swim, you can go to nightclubs, you can get the best sushi in the world, you can get Italian food, you can go shopping, you can get whatever you want at any time you want. Yeah. It's beautiful. Yeah. Crime is hella low.
Employment's hella low, or hella high,
rather. You know, so it's like, people are kind of snobby here because they can be, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so that's just the nature of the beast. That's the nature of the economy and stuff. But it's just like, it's crazy. Like, I just came off of BC Ferry, right? Which I paid fucking $90 for or whatever. But like,
ridiculous.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Or disgusting. That was your word. Facts,
no, it's true. Can't even get Wi-Fi on that bitch. Fuck. Oh man,
figure it out, BC ferries.
God damn. Anyways, but I'm like, I'm on the balcony, you know, out there just like looking around. I'm like, wow, this is ridiculous. So like, yeah, I paid $90 for this ferry, but like,
but look at what I'm looking at.
I'm looking at, like, that's a movie. This is literally a movie.
True.
You drive downtown Vancouver, that's a movie. Yeah. Like, it's ridiculous. So, anyways, but I still feel as if like Vancouver eats its babies in a certain sense.
I agree, man. I agree.
And that was like a big inspiration behind everything that we do over here is like, well, let's not eat our babies. And like, wow.
But that's why what you're doing here is like, to be honest, in the last 2 years, I've really seen more people just be okay with branching out from their little pocket of like, you know what I mean? When I came here, it was like, I was just like, where do I go? What crew do I belong to? Like, you know? Yep. And it was just like, no, we made this little pocket. It's for us only.
We have this.
But I see that opening up more and more all the time, especially with the young kids. I think that the young kids are like, you know, I fuck with a lot of young rappers coming up, and they're all just heart emojis. I love you, bro. It's like, I love you, bro. Best, 10 years ago, it'd be like,
you would have even look at me
for
that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like, okay, you know, that's good, man. Positivity, man. Like, that's how everyone feels okay and like be together.
It's good.
Together in pieces, bro.
Together in pieces. Nice little plug. I definitely feel that for sure, but it's like, we still don't even, like, let's have Junk on now. And let's have him on later too.
Yeah.
Let's have him on in 5 years.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's go.
But let's have him on now too. Like let's
Respect.
not forget about it right now. And that's like the whole thing of like,
Let's cherish people that are around when they are around, and not until after.
because we always say this bullshit. Yeah, exactly. And whether they're gone as in past or whether they're gone as in
Just
they're
moved
moved away,
No,
gone to
for
LA,
sure.
gone to New York, wherever it is,
Facts.
gone to bigger markets. Like let's not eat our babies in that sense. So even with that, I still don't see the spots of like, for instance, in New York, like you have Breakfast Club. You know, like there's culture right there. Go swing by Joe Budden. Go to Complex or whatever. Hit all these spots. Here's
We're
the promo
building
run.
it. You're building it. You're part of it.
Well, that's the whole thing. But it's like, where else are right now? When you look at it right now and you're like, okay, I'm going to drop a project. Where do you look at? Where else can you go? In Vancouver, where else can you
It's
go?
tough, man.
Like this is like a selfish question.
It's tough. It's really tough. It's not a lot, but I think I've like hit them all. You know, crimes and
Of course.
treasons, rum and coke. Like you do the save on radio
Yeah.
with different DJs. You do
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
You know, that's why I've been bugging Kevin. I was like, yo, get me on this, bro. To be honest, I really was. What the
Hell
fuck?
yeah.
You know
Hell
what I
yeah.
mean? But you guys are mad busy. It's all love. They're such coveted positions. Like, where can you talk like this? Like, yo, that's the reason why I did my own 25-minute audio heroin making of documentary that's on my YouTube channel. Just so
yeah.
I could, people want to see that in-depth shit. You know what I
Hell
mean?
yes.
Action Bronson, look at his success. It's not even his music anymore. It's his character on all the multiple
You're
shows.
building a
that he's done.
personality. You're building a personality past your music. And that's what it
and
is.
this is how you can, like, you know what I mean? Oh man, I really liked what he said. Then you go check out the song of like the line that I was just talking about, and then
Whatever it
people
is.
resonate with it. Like,
Yeah, I know. It's a, you know what a pivotal moment for artists was and just for entertainers was when Will Smith got a YouTube channel, when he got on Instagram. Because that was like a moment of like, oh, superstars don't have to have distance now. Superstars have to be close.
yo, that's why Twitter's so lit.
That's why Twitter's so lit, right? Because I can tweet at fucking Joe Rogan or Joey Diaz and they'll hit me back like, you know, shut the fuck up or whatever it is. Like, cool.
No, you're in a conversation you're normalizing celebrity to your level, and you know, which is also good for them because
Yeah.
it brings you even closer. You get more fans that way. I mean, look at it's all followers and likes and whatever, but
All that type of stuff. So
pros and cons to that too. But it's definitely like normalizing, you know, people, like everyone is a person at the end of the day, right? So
which is truth and that's life or whatever. Are you cool with that? And are you going to be accepting of that? Like you have to be in your DMs all day.
bro, I'm in my DMs so much, it's insane. It drives me crazy. Like, I literally respond to everybody that writes me, bro, your music is great, blah, blah, blah. Same shit 50 times a day. And, like, I really do appreciate that. So I'll sit there. Thank you so much.
Every DM is a fan earned, right?
No,
Or a fan
and when you
gained.
write back to them, and, like, that's one thing I hear all the time. It's like, man, I really respect how you write back to all your fans. I really do. I never not write back to someone. Every single one of them I write back, and multiple. And sometimes it's like, oh shit, I'm trying to watch a movie. It's not happening, you know? Like,
you know, like there's gonna be a point where you can't do that.
there is going to be there's dudes that, you know, that are a couple levels up from me, and they can't do that. They just, and then they look like dicks. You used to write me. It's like, hey, dude, I can't write
fucking
1,500 fan messages daily. It's crazy,
Yeah,
right?
you
Like,
can't.
I get 30,
Yeah.
40 messages a day telling me this, that, or if
whatever.
someone had helped them or
Listen to
whatever.
this
My
song,
kid
yeah.
fucking passed away, and like this song, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, you can't not respond to that.
Yeah, but there is going to be a day where it's like, it's physically impossible unless you give your account to someone else, and then they'll do it for you.
And then it's
But
not real.
Not real. Yeah,
And it's
so
not real. You
it's
can't
not
do it that way.
No.
So what's
Disable messages. That's what
disable?
I'll do. Click.
Yeah. Okay.
He's a dick now.
No, fuck it. Write you physically. I bet. Would you respond? Would you write a letter back? Oh my God. Has anyone ever done that?
Fucking Santa Claus out here. I don't know.
Shit.
Yeah, fan. No one.
No one's- I
People
don't
write
know.
letters
I don't
still.
know.
I don't know. I only write one letter every year, and that's to my Nona.
Back home.
Back to Italy. Send her a little birthday card. It was just her. Anyways, that's a crazy segue to something else.
How do you? No, I'll
Shout out to my Nona, 83 years old.
back in Italy.
Yep.
Dude, I'll take that alley-oop pass. How do you keep up on all your Italian and all your German?
Well, I'm actually flying there in a couple weeks to go back. My mom, me and my mother speak German every
For real?
every
Okay.
time I see her. She lives in North Van, so I speak German to her. And I call my Nona every weekend.
Yeah.
Talk to her for an hour in Italian. Then I call my German grandma, who lives in Germany, in German. I go back once a year to visit, just on some family thing. And when I was doing a lot of touring, it was cool. I'd go back twice a year tour 2 times, chill for a few days. I got family in, you know, Germany, Italy, so I just like roll through and hang out with them, and then.
Yeah, that's dope. So you're not a math guy. I don't know. Well, if you're a language guy.
Yeah, is that a Drake reference from his
no
last song?
idea,
Because
no.
he says I was always good at math, but I was better with this language. I just thought
Yeah,
you were
that's
trying
true.
to segue
Oh
into some
no,
Drake shit.
nice. That's good though. Fuck, I should have. This has to, I can't even. We have to cut the mics. I'm intimidated. I'm linguistically intimidated.
No way, bro.
No, if you're what's a left brain dominant or right brain dominant, you're a numbers or a language. I don't fucking.
I'm pretty good with numbers though.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're a genius. I got it. Okay,
No.
okay.
What I'm saying is I'm a genius.
What he's saying is that if you hit him with that contract and there's a lot of numbers attached to it, you can deal with it.
Bro, I've been hit with some contracts lately and they were trash. I didn't like the numbers.
You getting undercut?
Bro, I didn't like them, so I just said no, thank you very much.
So you own your publishing or what?
I own
That's
everything.
the real question.
I own everything.
Everything.
I own everything.
So how did you learn that side of the game?
Just trial and error. Trial and error, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been doing everything by myself forever, and then I got into a little label situation, and but it wasn't even like it wasn't like they were harboring my stuff or anything. It was just, it was better. They were the ones who actually were like, "Yo, here, like, take your music back." You know what I mean? That was kind of the deal. So that was fine. But it's best, like, as an artist in today's world. Like, the thing is, actually, shouldn't even say I own. Like, I do own my publishing, but the thing is, anything you put online, as through a digital distribution company, then it goes, you know, and they patch it to Spotify, blah blah blah. Yo, Spotify is your fucking record label, bro. You know, they take 90% of 99% of your shit.
Yeah.
You know, and then I own my music. You do own your music, but they actually make 99% or 90, whatever.
Or whatever it is.
Spotify is your label. iTunes is your label.
You don't even really want a record label in 2019.
No, I don't. I mean, unless like you can sign up, and no one's signing huge advances. Like some people are, but like I'm not on those levels. Like I'm a little pump. You know what I mean? 10 million signing bonus, done. I'll do it. You know? But like, no, it's better to own your own music.
Absolutely.
Like, I own it for sure, but when you upload it, then it's still like.
Yeah, it gets the lines get blurred.
Yeah, but the thing is, you need that to be out there, because if you don't do that, then what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? You're killing your own marketing and promo by a huge percentage if it's not on Spotify.
You need platforms.
So
you need platforms, hands down. Do you clear the air for me on this one? Do artists actually get Spotify checks? Like, at what level do you have to be at to actually get a Spotify check?
I get paid monthly by online distribution,
Yeah,
digital distribution company, and the thing is, it shows you. It goes into an account.
Oh, okay.
I have everyone that uploads. I mean, there's multiple distribution companies online. Right. I use one particular one, and then all the money from every stream, every month, every song.
So you see the numbers?
Yeah, I have an account, and it tells you Spotify. You earned this with Spotify. You earned this with on iTunes, or this is your YouTube money. You know what I mean? It's all broken down. You can see all the balance sheets of every single, down to the cent of everything. So.
Are you happy with the splits in terms of what they're taking versus what you're getting? And when it comes to digital distribution,
I mean, that would be money that I wouldn't be making. You know, and
it's free it's promo essentially.
And like my numbers are growing. You know, they're not stratospheric, but they're growing, and you know. People show, like, if you go and your numbers are super low, it's like people are not interested because they only want to fuck with shit that's like already proven. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Not everyone, but for the most part. So to have those numbers online and see that you're everywhere and your music's popping is good.
Yeah, it's good. It's a nice feeling for sure. So the money's still in.
Yeah, I'm like definitely not buying like Lambos or anything with my, you know what I mean?
Good,
or
bro.
like, but I can. It's a nice little check that I get every month. You know what I mean?
For sure. But the money really is still in touring, still in merch, probably, eh? Hands down?
Yeah, for an artist like me, you know, small little artist like me, touring, merch, my CDs, all that shit that I do, 100%.
That's where the money is. So when you go out on the road, like where are you hitting? What markets are you hitting? Are you doing the whole small market snack type deal?
Yeah, I mean, I do, Toronto, Edmonton, Calgary, Vancouver, Victoria. I do the small shit too. Like I just did North Bay and Windsor and Guelph, like small markets too. But there is a market there, you know? Like, and even if there's 100 people, like I sell quite a bit of merch that night, you know?
Yeah, no, it makes it worth it.
You come home with a few racks and you're like, hey, like
that was worth it.
I'm not making that at a job in Vancouver, you know?
Do you work?
I do work, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I work a full-time construction job. I work with
no
cranes.
way.
Yeah, man.
Crazy. Damn, that's wild. So
It's crazy. It's a juggling act, junkie juggler, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's
straight. So what's the goal? Give that up?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. I mean, we live in Van. It's a crazy expensive city, so rap money, I can definitely live with my rap money for sure. But then it would be like, oh, can I pay
Save
for this
here,
video?
save
Can I
here.
pay for this video? Can I fly to Europe to go see my grandma? You know, and all this like. And I'm not trying to. I'm married. I got a car. I got a nice apartment.
Yeah,
I don't
you're
wanna,
good.
So I want to. If I'm here, I'm working. But it takes away from. Like I want to be able to dedicate 18 hours a day to this shit. You know what I mean? But at the same time, going to work somewhere, it's like I'm financing some other, bankrolling my other stuff.
It
as
makes
well.
sense. You're investing it.
Yeah, I'm pretty frugal and pretty good with my money. So it's like,
Absolutely.
But I work. Yeah, I work a 9 to 5 for sure. Construction.
Damn. So what's the timeline? What's the timeline there where you really want to like really start taking off, quit the job? Like imagine if you're doing what you're doing right now with your current time commitment. Imagine what you could be doing with an extra 40
That's
hours
what
a
I'm
week.
saying to my manager, like, yo, you know, get me more shows, right? Like,
Right.
get me more shows, because if I can do 4 or 5 shows a month,
Yeah.
all the time, year round, I don't have to work.
Yeah.
Right? Especially like, you know, I don't want to give you the exact price
Course,
range, but like a
course.
year ago, the money I was making off shows,
Yeah.
literally it went up by like 1,000%.
Yeah, of course.
Now.
Of course.
So it's like, okay, so
Yeah.
if I do 4 or 5 shows a month now at this range, I'm living
We're okay.
very good. You
We're
know?
okay.
I'm okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But then again, you know, winters come around and it gets slower, so it's like I'm just playing it safe too. You know,
Playing it smart.
I could quit, and maybe I should just quit and just be like, yo, now I have to live off rap only. You know what I mean? I think, but the thing is, I'm still able to do both. So
Right.
it's like,
So do both until it gets to the point where it's not manageable, or whatever. So, but even on
Exactly.
so when you go out to like Guelph or whatever it is, how does that work? How do you sell tickets there? How do you do promo there? What is that fucking process like? Because are you just like spin the globe, put your fucking finger down?
no. I got an agent, and he sells the shows at a price range to promoters from each little
Yeah,
market.
it goes
You know,
through
that
that
have
way.
little,
Yeah.
and then that promoter will get some openers. They'll bring people through. You know,
Yeah.
I get a guarantee.
Yeah.
Then it's on them to do that. I do tons of promotion on as much as I can.
Course,
you know
course,
what I mean?
course,
But
course.
again, I'm not Eminem, so it's like you
Yeah.
just put Eminem on a poster and
Done, it's
fucking
sold.
20,000 people show
Show
up.
up.
So
Yeah,
it's like you
Rogers is
gotta,
sold
as a
out.
promoter, if you want to make some money off me, you got to put in the work. You know, you got to put posters up. You got to do online promos, Facebook events, all that shit. It's all online and word of mouth, and you get your openers that are good, that are going to bring people out. So it's kind of works like that for me at this level, particularly.
Okay. So what does growth look like to you?
Growth looks like a year ago, I went to Calgary and played a show, and there was 20 people. Last time I went to Calgary, there was 200 people.
Yeah.
So that's growth.
That's 10x.
So I'm gonna keep. You know, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I do shows still now where there's 40 kids,
yeah, yeah,
30 kids.
yeah. Got to do it.
But like I said, that happened to me in Calgary. That happened to me in Edmonton. 12 people in Edmonton. You know, not that long ago. Now I'm bringing. Last time I was there, it's like 200 people in Edmonton.
yeah.
So I will continue to hit these little markets in Canada. Because I always see growth every time I go back. So it's not about the first time. You make your bond, you do a good job, you leave a good impression, and then you go back and see what the numbers are. That's the true. Then you can really see exponential growth. You know,
And that's got to be so rewarding. Holy shit.
it is, and it's also dope for the people that come to those shows when
Yeah.
there's 30. They're like, "What the fuck?"
Who-
And I've like, "Yo, I know all your names. I remember you all.
Yeah.
I rap about every
Yeah.
single one." of you."
Greg from Edmonton. I
Yeah.
fuck with you, Greg.
Yeah, no, facts. And you really build not to like, toot my own horn here, but I think I really have built a fan base of true human
Yes.
followers. you know?
Yes.
Like my numbers online don't really reflect the actual like people that I think really fuck with my shit. You know what I mean? Which is I guess good, but.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I'm a people person, man. Like, you need to see me perform. Like, that's my strong suit.
That's
I'm
where
not
you're
like
at.
a social media. I'm on it, but I'm not like the guru of social media like some other people are.
You're not
you know?
putting out like mad skits and shit like that, like all these other rappers do. What's with
Yeah.
that?
Well, again, it's character building, right? And people want that quick shit. Skits are fast to do. People like to laugh. You know what I mean? And it's just another form of content. Nothing wrong with it. It's just not like, you know what I mean?
It's not your brand.
No, it's not really my brand. I mean, I'm doing skits, just like improv skits, I guess, on my Instagram story. If you want to follow me there, my name is
but-
John Baum. plug.
Plug, gang. Yeah, but that's
Yeah, I don't do like.
That's not what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like there's like, you have certain rappers that like go out and do skits and will like, you'll see like 10 million views on this one skit.
Oh, it's
and you go to the Spotify numbers, like, what?
Yo, I know rappers that have 200,000 monthlies or whatever, and then they had to cancel their whole tour because they literally sold one ticket.
Savage.
You know, in close to where they live too. 4 or 5 shows had to cancel it all because there was no tickets sold at all. So you got 500,000-600,000 views on your videos, and you got like, you know, listeners and streams, but you can't bring any fans out. That to me says that you're just into that viral market only, you know, that people are only fucking with you on the internet, which is cool, and you can make your bread that way. But me, I wouldn't be okay with that.
Yeah,
I have to perform. Like if I don't perform, my agent thinks I'm crazy. Yo, I want more shows. Like, bro, you just finished more. Like I need to.
I noticed on your schedule, shit. Like when's your next one?
Tomorrow.
That's what I thought.
And then Friday and then Saturday. I got shows all weekend. So
you're just going. So in that sense, when you're building your brand, you're building your personality, how do you fit in? Like I'm looking at the market right now. I'm looking at the music market. I'm looking at the hip hop and the rap market. And I'm like, I wonder how Junk thinks he can insert himself into that market. Like, how are you going to position yourself there? Like, I know you're like, for instance, there's multiple personalities and rappers that come up in a certain premeditated lane. Like Lil Wayne, when he signed Nicki Minaj, changed her whole style and like, oh no, this is how you're gonna move. This is your lane that you're gonna craft out to yourself. This is what you're gonna build.
Yeah.
What is that for you? How are you gonna exist in the bigger markets?
I'm actually really working on like trying to not cross over, but I'm trying to make keep my integrity and just be a little more I guess mainstream.
Yeah.
Sonically,
that's a dirty word, bro.
Sonically,
that's a dirty word.
Whatever, I like dirty words. I'm trying to be a little. Let's just put it this way: I've worked with a lot of artists. New music that I'm going to be releasing soon. I've worked with some new artists that I haven't worked with. That are going to kind of just open up a bigger, different audience, different eyes looking at me. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people know me, but they don't give me. They I don't know, maybe categorize me into just like this backpack freestyle rapper.
That's what I'm saying.
Which is like, that's chill. Like I come from that, but there's more there, right? Like I'm growing. So I've put in a lot of work in behind the scenes, which you'll see in the next few months, to really branch out and launch myself into a whole new market. And then I don't know, we'll see what happens once I dip into that phase.
Yeah. Cause like people are just going to marginalize you in a sense, like backpack rap.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and I just like, I don't even do backpack.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
I literally don't. Bro.
I don't. Yeah.
You know, I listen to Migos and J. Cole and Drake. Like I don't even listen to backpack rap, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I came up on it, but like even my audio heroin shit is nothing backpack about
Not
the
at
album.
all.
Neither is my Together in Pieces. Neither will this next Together in Pieces part 2. So, but I get it. I'm white. I live in Vancouver. I've been associated with backpack rappers, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's all good. It's all love. I got no problems with being labeled that. You know what? That's just gonna push me harder to just be like, yo, I got more in store. You know, it's fine.
It's cool. Good. Where did the whole you're a historian. Where does the whole backpack rap thing come from? Like who was the first backpack rappers?
Oh man, backpack rappers, bro.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Man, I couldn't even. First backpack rappers?
It's like, who was that?
Google it, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
Google
we gotta throw that one out.
I don't want to
there.
say the wrong people. So
yeah, fair enough. You get some people in your
I know,
DMs.
like, Mos Def was considered a backpack rapper. You know what I mean? Facts, though.
That might have been the one. Yeah.
Mos Def, backpack rap. Aesop Rock, backpack rap. Like that whole Definitive Jux label. I guess that could have been
Dilated
Mr.
Pupils.
Lift. Dilated Pupils, sure. Yeah, like.
I don't know.
Like Grouch, Eli, Living Legends,
wow.
Hieroglyphics, you know, shit like that.
Oh, damn.
So,
dude, I've never heard anyone else. I've never actually heard anyone that even knew who Grouch or Sinai is.
Oh, bro.
Like, that's crazy.
I know everyone.
That's crazy.
I listen to all rap music. I listen to so much rap music, my head's... I listen to all the rap, man. Yeah, I went from NWA... Wu-Tang, Jay-Z, Mobb Deep, to Atmosphere, Brother Ali, all the Rhymesayers, Hieroglyphics, Dell. I even have a song with Dell, the Funky Homo Sapien, that I recorded in a hotel room. And he said, let's do it. Get me some cheeseburgers with no cheese on it. I was like 16, bro, and he pulled out a duffel bag full of gadgets, and we made a song on the spot in his hotel room. Never released it, still have it. Anyways, yeah, man, I went to Dell at Hyro, Casual, Genelic in Memphis, Reigns, Swollen.
Oh my gosh.
Just like, yeah, man. And now I'm listening to Migos and Drake, and
yeah, whatever.
I listen to all of it, man. But my favorite, Jay-Z. Jay-Z's my favorite.
I like it. 444 changed the game for sure. Gave a lane for rappers to mature.
Reasonable Doubt.
Yes, sir.
For me.
In all that, so where you're at right now, like who are your biggest collabs? You did one with Sci-Hi.
Sci-Hi, huge.
That's monstrous.
Yep.
At this point in the game,
Merc, Snack, obviously, you know what I mean? Those are big songs.
Of course.
Those guys have great careers, and we'll continue to have them. So
of course. Merc is on. Yeah, Merc is shit.
Yeah.
Merc is next level. Right now, like, who's on your hit list of like?
I don't even want to tell you. These motherfuckers out here biting. So,
can't get it from you. I'm like the reporter trying to get you to like slip up real quick or something like that.
I can't. I would love to work with Denzel Curry.
Oh shit.
Love to work with Denzel Curry. Buddy.
Okay. So like,
but I'm not gonna give any more. Because,
okay. All right. We got
see,
two.
I'm so little, and some other motherfuckers have power, and they'll go snag that up, and I'll be like, oh.
I got you. It's a dirty game. It's a dirty game.
Yeah.
Keep your cards close to your chest, folks.
No
Stylistically, who would you want to align with on, like, we could go to the Drake level. But like stylistically, who do you think you align well with?
Joyner.
Oh yeah.
Joyner. Logic.
Yeah. He's about to name a bunch of white guys.
Joyner's black.
Joyner's black, but
and Logic's half black.
Logic is half black. That's a good point.
Shots fired. Know your shit. No, Joyner, Logic. To who to be aligned with?
Yours, like, stylistically, brand wise. Kendrick. Yep.
Kendrick, Schoolboy Q.
Yep.
Caskey.
Yeah, I see a lot of that.
J. Cole.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
Denzel Curry, Buddy.
Yeah. So these guys that like have substance, great.
Have substance.
Yeah.
JID.
Oh yeah.
Dreamville. Like that's TDE. That Earth Gang. I love that shit. People that can have versatility with substance, meanwhile providing sonically something that you can enjoy without listening to what they're saying. But then if you tune in, it's like they're saying some shit. You know.
No, that's definitely the best lane to be in. Like album of the year, freestyle, J. Cole and stuff like that was like, oh, he's really shooting shots out here, but it's really a great song. How do you feel about where music has gone? Because you've watched it, you've been a fan since, I don't know, the 90s or some shit.
Definitely.
Like a long time. How do you feel about like where the progression of it is at right now? I asked Flip out the same question. I was like, what do you think? How do you feel about where we are at currently in 2019?
I think we're in a really, really good spot. I think we're in the best. I think this is the best era of hip hop for me. Even though, like, obviously everyone goes back to the golden era of hip hop, cool. Facts, you know what I mean? Wu-Tang, Mobb Deep, Nas, Jay-Z, it's all my favorite shit. But I think all that, everything is allowed to be together now. There's no like, you know, like people can do a boom bap joint and their next single is Trapped Out with Migos. You know what I mean? J. Cole can do a track with 21 Savage, then he goes and does a song with, or like he just did a joint with Young Thug. And then J. Cole's dropping, you know, a song with Black. Or Royce the 5'9", you know what I mean? It's like, it's all good. Everyone can work with one another, and it's like, it takes the best of this particular world, and then it takes the best of that world, puts them together, and like, that's just gonna make the dopest version of
it's pretty sick.
Rap, you know what I mean? I love it. People are always like, it's shit, man, rap sucks. It's like, some of this shit is trash out there, but like, there's more good rap music than there's ever. Like, I mean, how much, like I just mentioned, all those artists, I can't even, there's too many dope. And the thing is, rappers have more longevity now, too. Like, Jay-Z's 50, and he's still putting out hella relevant albums. You know what I mean? Kanye West is... Royce the 5'9", Crooked Eye, Eminem just dropped some crazy shit. Like his last album was maybe his fourth or third best album that he's ever made, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. Still dropping quality shit.
I don't know. Black Thought is out there. Like, that is my most anticipated, a full-length Black Thought album. Where are you at? He's in my top 5.
Really, eh? Damn. What's your top 5?
Jay-Z, Nas, Eminem, Black Thought. Andre 3000.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know I didn't say Biggie and Pac. That's just what it is. They're in my top 10. They're in my top 10, but those are my favorites.
Damn. No Biggie, no Pac, no Wayne.
Wayne's in my top 10. Biggie's in my top 10.
What else did you miss here? Dre, I guess. Snoop.
J. Cole, you know.
Cole,
there's
Kendrick.
just so many rappers, man. Yeah,
This
fuck
is
the top
ridiculous.
5, bro. Edit it out. No, it's cool. You can keep it. But like,
Nah, for sure. So that all being said, like, where do you want to direct people? Like, how do you want your consumer to dive into you? Like I always say, like, what do you want your first point of contact to be? How, like, if there was a song.
performance.
Performance? That's it? Damn.
That's why I want to tour.
So many people hide from that.
Nah, performance.
So many people hide from that.
I know it's my strong suit. That's my ace in the hole, you know?
Why? How? Because listen, I've seen people perform and they fucking suck.
Oh, for sure. But that's the thing is, like, I know I don't suck when I perform. Like, peers, fans, people, there's been a lot of peers, I'm not going to name them. They're like, yo, I heard about you. I heard you were dope. Blah, blah, blah. Never gave you the time of day. Didn't understand what people were saying.
Yeah.
And then they were like, I seen you perform live. Boom, understood right away. Everything. Then everything made sense that all those people said to me. So it's like, and this is not just one, this is multiple people telling me this. And I just feel the most comfortable on a stage with a mic.
Yeah.
I know I can do the most damage. That's why I'm always like, just get me in a room with 1,000 people. Like,
I'll kill it.
you know, and I always do. I always make the most amount of fans when I perform. Always.
Of course.
I always leave people happy. Like,
Yeah.
and then they can check out my music. So that's why I'm trying to build my catalog's pretty crazy. I've dropped 2016 till now. I've dropped 4 full-length projects, like 2016 Ian album, 2017 Stupid and Ugly, 2018 Audio Heroin, 2019 I got This Together in Pieces 1, dropping 2, with shit ton of singles in between, massive amount of features, and like 20 videos in that
and all
time.
that.
So, but again, all that is cool. Check
Yeah.
me out. If I could choose, watch me perform first.
Yeah,
Take it back to the Mozart days. You know what I mean? Where you like have to see this guy perform. That's
I like it. So we're now in an era of like digital has killed music in a sense, right? Like it's not the 80s anymore. You can't make money off records. You know, like first week sales are just like abysmal, et cetera.
Numbers
et cetera,
actually
right?
going up.
Are they?
Yeah, like music sale numbers are actually up from like the last 5 years.
Oh, I didn't know that.
By like
Substantially?
I won't give yeah, like substantially.
Yeah, noticeably.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Which is good, you know?
Why?
It's because it's just so accessible. It's so accessible. It's so easy. Like people, you know, you don't have to go pirate some shit. You just pay $9.99 and you get every fucking album that you want. You know what I mean? That's how it is.
Right. So like,
But again, the money that is made it's mostly going to
yes, of
not
course.
me.
It's the artist is not getting it anymore. You're not getting those advanced checks and all that type of shit.
I mean, I'm making more money online off music than I ever have. So
Of course.
obviously the artists are eating more off that too, but
I hear you. But in that age of like,
but I hear what you're saying.
how are you going to build a business on this shit? How does that even happen at a point? Like if you're an artist in your point where you're like, all right, I have some substantial buzz.
Yeah.
I'm moving forward. I'm progressing. I'm gaining fans every year. And I'm going to continue to grow as an artist. How do you start? Because all the great artists you see, Kendrick starts to align with guys like Top Dog early on and whatnot. Like, how do you really build out a quote unquote empire or something that you can collectively eat off of? I mean, Hove just became the first billionaire, right? What was his number one thing? It was tequila and something else, right? It was real estate, Rock Nation,
real
right?
estate,
All that type
art,
of stuff.
To be honest, it's people like that. You look what they do,
Yeah.
and you try to emulate it on your microcosm level, and then take it bigger. So, but yeah, I think for me, I'm just trying to move forward. Like every year, I've made more money, doing this, which is a good sign of business.
Yeah,
again,
absolutely.
not stratospheric, but learning from people that are,
Yeah.
again, Snack. Okay, cool. Like he does this.
This is how you move. Okay,
That's
got
how
it.
you move in this industry. And then looking at the billionaires, the Jay-Z's, and how these guys move, and but just doing it all yourself, like really controlling your shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Here, I'm just like I'm a man that just tries to control everything that I do because I feel like I can do it better than I trust myself more than I trust someone else.
Rather than outsource. You know what that reminds me of? Russ.
Yeah. Well,
the
I
whole
don't
DIY.
engineer my.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not an engineer, but I got Jamie Hughes, who's like I literally
Of course.
consider him like my arm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's like so. Yeah, work with the people that that are like family. To
Very
you,
tight knit, very
yeah.
tight knit crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. So when we talk about this Vancouver scene, what do you want it to be? How do you want this to look from an artist perspective? Where you're at right now, as someone who has some substantial buzz, not made it quote unquote yet, but on the way there. What do you want? What do you wish there was in place right now here for you? What channels do you wish there were?
Damn, bro. I mean, that's a tough one there. What channels?
Places you could go, avenues you can hit, places where there's ears,
Well, like you
places
said,
where there's bodies.
like you
I don't
said,
know.
We just need more of everything. Like we already have everything in Vancouver. We just need more of it.
Yeah.
We need more.
So, I mean, like you got the festivals, you have the podcasts,
You know
the
what?
radios.
We like I said, there's some like more cohesion nowadays here in Vancouver, but not enough.
No.
You know what I mean? Like even Breakout Fest. Shout out to them. Shout out to Timber. But like, I just see like a very limited amount of people that are gonna get chances to be part of that. Like, why not put on some of your dopest? And I'm not saying they aren't putting on some of the dopest, but like I feel like there should be more local representation of different areas of rap. You know what I mean? And I know what they're doing. They're going for a very big themed thing, and I don't fit into that model, and I agree. But I'm not just saying for me. I just think there should be more inclusiveness by everyone, and that's how you're gonna win. Because let everyone try everything. You know what I mean? It's up to the people that are listening if they like it or not. Yo, this shit's trash. Cool, you're trash. But let them try. Let them go for it. You know what I mean? Let's go. Like put him in. He's not a known player. Put him against Jordan. See what happens. He just got murdered.
Done.
You're done.
Yeah, go to Ethiopia.
Yeah.
Or fucking Lithuania. Ethiopia. I just messed up my continents.
Yeah, that's okay.
Edit. Get me on that one.
I think you just give everyone a chance, a fair chance. That's been grinding. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If they're like,
that's what who does that? Cass.
yeah,
Cass
shout out
from
to Cass.
Timber.
For sure.
Yeah, she was
She's
on
given
here.
me a lot of opportunities. You know what I mean?
She's spoken a lot about that and like authenticity of fanship. Holy
Sure.
we've never had a podcast guest get fired up like she has. And I was like, what bugs you? And she's like, fucking fake followers. And she just goes off. I love it. I love everything that she's doing. And she's building infrastructure because that's what I think is just missing.
And I'm not even knocking that. I'm just saying, I think there just needs to be more grace periods given to people in Vancouver. Like,
More grace periods.
yeah. Or even just a grace period for people like, yo, okay, you think you're about it? Let's see what you got. You know what I mean? And then again, it's just like, in Roman times, like, yo, you're going to get, you're trash. Let the fucking tigers eat them. You know what I mean? Whatever. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, if you're a trash player, you go down to
But to be honest, I don't know the answers, man. I'm just going to keep doing me, and I'm working with a lot. I'm trying to hit different avenues as much as every year I want to hit different avenues, different people, groups of people that just try to grow and create a platform that's just for me. You know what I mean? And then I want to give back to, I already have like my brother. He goes by Neeks, Neeks. He's my half brother. He raps. He's crazy. I want to help people like that. I want to help like people like Hungry, he's my boy, Northwest Division, just take them under I want to build a platform to a point where I can really help a few people, that I fuck with. I've been my day ones kind of thing.
No, hell yeah, I totally feel it. I totally feel in that. But even, you got to build yourself first.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
And you're working on it, right?
I don't know where I'm going, bro. I just love doing this, and I'm going to try everything I possibly can.
It's like raw passion. It's just like eating shit alive, like freestyling every day. Like who does that?
All of it.
Who does that? People don't do that. People don't do that. I'm gonna tell you right now, people don't do that shit.
Respect.
So that's something different. You need to, like, if I was your manager, I would just literally find a way to infiltrate all the top freestyle platforms and just be like, get this fucking guy here, put him up against anybody else with no writtens and just see what happens.
No, and that's
like Jesus.
Facts. The thing is, I just need to build this platform the way I'm doing it a bit bigger, and then get to those places just a bit more. Like I'm very close.
Yeah, groundwork.
I want to have a catalog and something to look to that when I do get that opportunity, I want to be, oh shit, this guy's already refined and he's already got his thing going. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to just go somewhere and then it's just a viral thing and I have nothing to back it up with. So I'm building this catalog of everything, video, all of it, touring, everything. I want to be fully seasoned. I feel pretty seasoned now. You know what I mean?
How many years in this?
Like really doing it?
Yeah.
I mean, really doing it, I'd say like 2011, I've been like really doing it, you know what I mean? But I've been rapping freestyle forever, but like, you know, burning discs on instrumentals and rapping at parties and just doing
all that
whatever.
type of
like,
shit,
But really, you know, putting albums out on iTunes and just shit like that. I've been doing it since I was young too. But 2011, I'd say I'd really been.
Yeah, that's crazy for sure. So when you think about, we'll try to wrap with this and say like, so many people are misrepresented in general, and the internet is great, but it provides a lot of opportunities for mistranslation. When you talk about building a brand and building a personality, which is so important today in 2019, what do you want like the consumer to think about you? What do you want the listener to think about you? What do you want your brand to be?
I want my brand to be pure, heartfelt, versatile, technical, fucking insane brain assault music is what I do. You know what I mean? With like heavy substance underneath, really, really heavy. There's just so much to me. A lot of and don't get me wrong, nowadays a lot of the best music or most popular music is shit. It's not. You don't got to think about it. You hear it and you're like, yeah, and that's fine because look at the world. Everything's burning. There's fires. There's deaths. There's fucking child pornography rings. Like, you know, it's just like who wants to like think about shit when you're out trying to get lit? Fair, me too. But at the same time, I think it's up to artists to keep pushing that agenda of like, yo, man, there's some real shit going on out here, and let's put our heads together so we can actually make an impact on maybe the way we're, you know, like the reason everything is fucked up is because people haven't thought about shit enough, or powers that be press that shit down, and you know what I mean? They want to control us. So it's like, okay, fuck you. You want to control me? I'm going to talk about how you are controlling me, and I'm not going to be controlled by you as much as possible. So that's why I always want to have music with a message that is actually, you know, maybe teaching something informative to someone as opposed to just sipping the lean and like whipping crack. You know what I mean? Because like, of course you can party that shit and that's cool and like, you know, whatever. But I'm not even knocking that, but like, there's just too much of that, man. There's too much of that. That's why I fuck with the J. Coles and Kendricks so much, because they're out there actually changing the perspective of the youth. You know what I mean? True. And that's the future.
Even on that, like if you're going to go towards a movement and towards a way of thinking, like research that way of thinking. Like as much as you're not, like if you just blindlessly follow another ideology, you're just going to be part of the problem as well.
Exactly.
Right. So it's like,
so I want to have a different message than the norm. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But I'm not saying that the norm should be there.
Yeah.
If it wasn't there, then my message would be the fucking norm or whatever, right?
Right. So, the tables will turn and stuff. But just know your shit before you get all fucking conspiracy. I'll give you an example. Fluoride toothpaste. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So I was like, I'm from Hornby, you know, I'm like, Mom, like they're trying to kill us.
So you're rocking the Toms.
And I was like
you're rocking Tom's toothpaste.
I was like, I was in the supermarket, I saw some non-fluoride toothpaste. I was like, oh, I need that because they're trying to kill me.
You believe that?
Well, no. But like, and I was like, okay, cool, whatever. My mom said this, I'll rock with her. Cool. Bought it, you know, used it for like 4 months. Went to the dentist, got my first cavity in my life. Right. She's like, people don't usually get cavities your age. Like you change it, you're eating something different, you look healthy, whatever. And like, no. I changed my toothpaste, non-fluoride toothpaste. Yeah, and fluoride is what keeps your enamel healthy. So research your shit before you think people are trying to kill you, man. That's all I'm trying to say.
Absolutely.
I had to pay for that cavity straight cash. It was brutal. Anyways.
They got up in your grill, bro.
They really did get up in my grill. Pay for your shit. Anyways, Junk, where can people find you?
You can find me www. Do people still say that? www?
Yeah, I think TripDub.
MyNameIsJunk.com. Concert listings, my online store, my music, everything is on there. You can find me on Instagram. My name is Junk, all one word. You'll probably have the plugs or whatever too. But it's just My Name is Junk everywhere on Facebook. Type that in. YouTube, Junk Music, or My Name is Junk.
Hell yes. Is there anything we missed here, sir?
I don't think so, man. This was really fun.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
shout out Flip Out. When's the next 45s and rhymes coming out?
The next one's gonna be with Abel. So I think we're
Hey, I'm still with it either way.
We're gonna do some more. I'm not sure. I just got back from tour, so we're.
And you're going? Do you have a show tomorrow night?
I have a show tomorrow, the next night, then I fly to Europe, and so. But I'll get one done before I go to Europe. So.
Please get one done before you go to Europe.
I will.
And please,
I
keep pushing
appreciate
these,
that
bro.
you like that. It's not like the numbers aren't crazy on it, but I just
don't
enjoy
give
it
a
so much.
Single fuck.
That's respect, bro. Thank
Like
you.
the music is dope. And
Thank
the 45s rhymes is fucking sick.
Thank you.
Okay, like please push on that and like that.
We will.
It's like I don't see it being done like that. So just keep doing it like that. Keep pushing, man. Don't let it ride out. Give it like 10 episodes.
We're doing it, man.
You know,
we're
like-
doing it. That's too good of a name to not
Oh my
continue.
God.
45s and rhymes, bro.
You better check the trademark database for that one, man.
Right?
That's
Right?
Jesus.
45s and rhymes.
All right,
is
well,
nice.
shout out to all the DJs of World Junk. I appreciate
Shout
you
out to
coming
all
on.
the DJs. I love
Yes,
you.
Bringing it back to the essence. We appreciate you, man. Go catch a show and hit the website.
Household. Let's
Cheers,
go.
my guy.
Word up.